We searched from Coxsackie to, I can't say it without laughing. Coxsackie to Catskills on the Hudson River. This is the Castleton on the Hudson Bridge.
Hudson. Worse.
The horse? Doesn't it? That's.
We are currently on the Hudson River in Catskill, New York, searching for Audrey Mae Herron. Audrey went missing on August 29th of 2002. She went to work that night from 3 to 11, worked her normal shift at the Columbia Green long-term healthcare facility. She left work that night and was never seen again. Her and her 1994 Grand Jeep Cherokee are both missing. A lot of waterways have been searched between the workplace and Audrey's home, as well as in Selkirk, where her parents lived, who had her 10-year-old daughter coming home from a 3 to 4 week road trip to Florida. So in us searching the Hudson River, we are searching here on the very small chance that Audrey had some difficulties in life and chose to end her life. But more importantly, we're searching the Hudson River in the event of an abduction. There is a lot of thought that Audrey was abducted from work, that somebody was lying in wait in her Jeep for her to get out. They have spoken to several different people, and they did have a suspect. So with us searching here, this would be the opposite direction that Audrey would be going. Audrey would have been going to Freehold. The Hudson River is the opposite direction, but in the event that somebody was lying in wait for her, we do want to check the Hudson River all the way up towards Selkirk. There's also another reservoir at the top of Catskills that we're going to be searching as well. So Jacob's already got the boat in the water, sonar's on, he's been searching. I was just getting some things set up, my sonar and everything. So we're going to continue to search along the Hudson River, both sides, for Audrey and her Grand Jeep Cherokee. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I know there's probably a lot of wind going on right now. This is the US 23 bridge. So Audrey would have been heading in the opposite direction of this bridge to go from Catskill to Freehold. But we are going to search this bridge, search around it, and continue up the Hudson.
We just cleared across that. That was a pillar there. Let's check this old bridge. There's nothing there. It goes from 3 foot to 50 feet. Shipwreck of some sort. I don't know what, but some type of shipwreck. A bunch of lattice.
So I watched these rocks at buoys there, so I don't know how far out this comes. I know we're in 20.
Another shipwreck. Even looks like they even got the arms out there for the rowboats, you know what I mean? Little roll.
The horse.
The horse. Doesn't it? That's that.
If you go forward just like this, I think we'll be able to get most of it.
Wow. It's like there's something in the front of it, kind of like the Titanic. It's a little ornament. So we're at Coxsackie, looking for anything in here. I don't see any boats, I don't see any cars, I don't see anything. We're at the boat ramp right there. There's nothing that's caught my eye out here. We're halfway to our point that we wanted to get to. There's nothing. There hasn't been any vehicles. The only thing that we've seen was that ship that could possibly be the Swallow, which is a steamboat that what?
So the steamboat, or it was called the SS Swallow. It was back then one of the fastest, if not the fastest, steamboats on the Hudson River. There was another steamboat that was its rival from a competitor company. It was making its way through here that night from, I believe, Albany to New York City, and it was foggy, weather was bad, it was coming down through. It hit a piece of an island right near the middle flat grounds, and it sank. There were 250 passengers on board. I'm not exactly sure how many survived. That's something that I didn't read that far down into the story, but shortly after that is when the lighthouse down just south of the middle flat grounds was erected and put up in place for that kind of thing. I'm not sure how many perished, and we're not sure if that's part of it, if that's part of a different shipwreck. There's over 300 shipwrecks in the Hudson River. So, but that one does kind of match the general area of where the SS Swallow would have went down. But we're not quite sure if that's it or if that's part of a different one. There is really poor visibility in the Hudson River. Not just right now, but in general. It's just really poor viz, really murky waters. So unless there was good visibility and 2 people to dive, it's just not safe for us to dive it and check it out. I'm unable to dive right now. I can't clear my ears, and with the visibility being so low, it's just not safe for Jacob to dive it alone. If it is something historical, I mean, we have a pin for it, so we can let the Historical Society know, and then, you know, they can do what they wish with it. But it's not safe for us to dive it. I can't, and it's definitely not safe for someone to solo dive it, just because you're not sure of what's down there, what's around it, hang-ups, you know, can you get caught up on something, that kind of thing. So with low viz and only one solo diver, it's just not something that we can accomplish at this time. So, but definitely turn it in, and maybe it is part of the SS Swallow. Maybe it's part of something that they're not aware of. So get it checked out.
We're on ground.
We were heading to a spot down the river there, and when we were coming across here, there's a little island right there. We were coming down here, and Jacob saw this boat ramp over here. Let me get on this side of Jacob. So we're in Germantown right now, but Jacob saw this boat ramp, so we cut across the river, wanted to check it out to see if there's any vehicles here. If you guys can tell, you come down off of that curve right there, a little bit of a hill over those tracks, and there's a straight shot in here. So, gonna drive past this boat ramp, check it out. Oh, train coming.
We almost ran aground there. Or we did run aground. She stopped sniffling in my ear.
It's not like I'm trying to. Just stop breathing, I guess. So, Amtrak's going there, but again, you come off of that curve right there, down that little hill, over those tracks, and it's a straight shot in here, so.
It's Germantown. Ain't nothing in here though.
Mushroom. It's like some natural debris, maybe?
Put it out further just in case if it floated. It's all natural debris. That's not nothing to look at.
It's odd. It's just a branch, but that Amtrak was moving.
Yeah, it was. Nothing there. There's nothing there. There's some big tires going through. We're at a docking station for probably barges coming through, getting filled up with whatever material that this company makes. There's just a whole bunch of tires down in here. Where are we at?
Alpha Road runs right into that lot there and then straight into the water. So Alpha Road is where we're at.
So we're back on the Hudson River searching for.
I think he wants you to honk him away.
So we're back searching for Audrey Herron on the Hudson River. With this, we searched Coxsackie down to what?
Catskill.
We searched from Coxsackie to I can't say it without laughing. Coxsackie to Catskills on the Hudson River. We didn't find anything. We did find that ship that you guys seen on the video. We're going to go from Selkirk now to Coxsackie. I can't. It is such a weird name. Anyway, we put in here at a boat ramp.
I think it's called Bethlehem Boat Ramp.
Called Bethlehem Boat Ramp. From there, we're going to go down from Selkirk down to Coxsackie, and then see if we find any vehicles. See if we find her. Yesterday, the river was really, really wave. It was really, really choppy, really bad. Today, it's like a pond, so that's good. The only thing that we do have issues with is these barges going by, but other than that, it's perfect searching. weather. So we're gonna go up to this boat ramp, do this boat ramp, make sure we clear the whole boat ramp. We may go to the point up here, I'm not for sure. I do know this road runs along this quite a bit. Last night, Lindsay was trying to get us killed. She took us in the back roads of Catskills. And to the people of Catskills, your roads suck and they're skinny. And there was one road bridge that I didn't think I was going to get the RV by. But yeah, we spent about an hour back road. It's my fault. That sucked. But I didn't hit a cone, nor did I hit a bridge.
Life goals.
Huh?
Life goals.
It was bad. Like, I didn't think I could make it through a lot of that stuff. And then when we were on our way from Catskills to Selkirk, there's one road that has under construction, and I don't think the engineers planned on me going through there, because I swear to you I had an inch on each side. But I made it through. But it was a butt-puckering experience. Did I say butt-puckering?
So our reason for focusing on the Hudson River is if Audrey was abducted from work, it's so close to where she worked at the Columbia Green Long-Term Healthcare Facility. The reason for us searching up towards Selkirk, which is a kind of suburb area of Albany, the reason for us searching up this way is Audrey's parents lived up this way, and they had her oldest daughter with them. They were returning from a 4-week trip, road trip down to Florida and back. So that's our reason for really focusing on the Hudson. A lot of waters have been searched inland from this area, from Catskill to her home in Freehold, Freehold to Selkirk, and Selkirk down to Catskill. So we're going to make sure that we exchange all of the information, we have all of that. But our main reason for focusing on the Hudson is in the event, which they do believe there is the possibility that Audrey was abducted from work, that somebody was lying in wait in her Jeep. So that's our reason for being here and focusing so much on the Hudson. After this, we will be heading to Connecticut, where we will be searching the Connecticut River, so another big river for us, which, having the bigger boat helps us, have good, steady scans, even in waters that are a little rougher. So going to finish up with the Hudson today. Possibly there's a lake at the top of the Catskills. If we get a chance to search that, just depends on how long this takes us today to get down to Coxsackie and back up. We want to make sure that we're paying attention to both sides of the river, boat ramps, anything accessible, anything like that. So Jacob is pulling back up to the boat ramp now to get it searched. The camera, I had forgotten the camera because Jacob distracted me, so it's technically not my fault. Forgot that in the RV, so we went back up to get that, and then we started on down the river. So I'm gonna get this boat ramp searched, see if there's anything here.
I don't know why, but New York's waters have been super clean. I mean, that's a good thing, but it's a bad thing because we're hoping to find Audrey or a vehicle. All we found is shipwrecks. So, crazy that it's this clean. And I have not yet seen a vehicle.
This is Castleton on the Hudson Bridge.
What, huh?
Castleton on the Hudson Bridge.
This is the Castleton On the Hudson Bridge.
Hustling. Hudson.
This bridge is iconic. It's the castling on the Hudson.
You haven't said it right once.
So there you go. You say it.
The bridge that we're currently under is Castleton on the Hudson Bridge. So we're going to check this all the way down. There's a train bridge over here as well. But I'm going to make sure that we check in and around this bridge all the way down both sides of it and then around the pillars as well. So again, we're at Castleton on the Hudson Bridge. We just did Castleton Marina right up the river there. So we'll do this bridge and then continue to work our way down. There's a lot of accessibility on both sides of the river. So we're making sure that we clear both sides, get everything done, you know, as well as we possibly can. So
He's working hard.
I don't think he is. He's
Hardly working.
works harder than you.
There's a train going across. Pretty deep. Pretty deep. U.S. Coast Guard restricted area. Stay 225 yards away. Sorry, boys. We are the Coast Guard.
We are not the Coast Guard.
Who should be? I really think they have a sonar team up here just going around just searching.
They might, with the Hudson, being the Hudson, they might.
They pull out everything they find.
That's good. Ooh, you're going to jail. This is what they call Skodak Island in Skodak, New York. So we